Welcome to Edinburgh Castle, home to kings and queens for many centuries. Queen Margaret, who was later made a saint, died here in 1093. Welcome to my channel Enlightenment in the Darkness. Edinburgh Castle, towering atop Castle Rock, has served Scotland for centuries, at one time or another acting as a fortress, royal residence, seat of government, armoury, and prison. The scene of countless sieges, royal births and deaths, murderous intrigues, and military displays, Edinburgh Castle has long been a symbol of Scottish history and national pride. Today, the castle is open to the public, who can see such sights as the Stone of Scone, the Scottish royal regalia known as the Honours, the National War Museum, the National War Memorial, and such famous giant medieval cannons as Mons Megs. The most popular tourist attraction in Scotland, the castle, together with the city of Edinburgh, is listed by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site. Perched on a volcanic rocky outcrop with sheer cliffs on three sides, Edinburgh Castle dominates the skyline of the capital city of Scotland. Occupation of the site stretches back to the Bronze Age, and archaeological excavations have revealed the cliff top was artificially leveled c. 900 BC. In the 1st and 2nd century CE, during the Iron Age, the site hosted a hilltop fort typical of that period. The castle first appears in literature in the early 7th century CE collection of poetic verses known as the Gododin. At this time it was the site of a fortification built by the tribe of the same name, who then controlled parts of southern Scotland and northern England. The fort was known as Din Idin, a name later anglicised to Edinburgh after the Angles conquered the Gododin and took possession of it. Continuing as a fortress into the early Middle Ages, unfortunately, no parts of the castle or fortifications prior to the 11th century CE remain, and there are only a few relics belonging to the people who once dwelt there. Saint Margaret of Scotland, born in c. 1046 and died in 1093, was, as the second wife of Malcolm III. She was the Queen of Scotland from 1070 until her death in November 1093. Her reign and contribution to the spread of Roman Catholicism in her kingdom were commemorated in the Norman chapel built at Edinburgh Castle, today the oldest original part of the fortress. Despite its formidable appearance on a mighty rock and relative self-sufficiency in water, thanks to the Fir well, the castle proved something of a disappointment when it came to sieges. Following the capture of William I of Scotland r. 11651-14, the English took control of the castle between 1174 and 1186. The control of the castle was regained, but in 1296, Edward I of England r. 1272-1307 managed to gain entry after only a 3-day siege. Thomas Randolph, Earl of Moray, took back control of the castle from the English garrison there in 1314, during the struggle to establish the Bruces as the Royal House of Scotland. The David South Tower was once over 98 feet high. The structure took 9 years to build and wasn't complete when David died in 1371. By the early 1500s, David's Tower had been eclipsed as a royal residence by the royal palace, but in troubled times, it was still an important defensive structure. David's Tower, for example, collapsed during a siege, and its ruins are now completely covered by the Half Moon Battery. Edinburgh Castle today is, with well over 1 million annual visitors, Scotland's most popular tourist destination. Besides being an impressive monument in itself with every stone steeped in history, the castle is also the home of the National War Museum and 3 regimental museums. As part of the city of Edinburgh, the castle is designated by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site, and was honored with an award in 1995. So what are your thoughts about this historical castle? Please feel free to comment your thoughts below. I would like to thank you for joining me here today on my channel, Enlightenment in the Darkness. Please like and subscribe to my content. Many blessings to the rest of your day.